Poinsettias are a big part of the Christmas scenery, and with me today is Associate Professor John Dole, who's going to tell us about some of the research that's going on here at OSU. And John, thanks for being with us today.
Oh, well, thank you very much for coming. We love poinsettias this time of the year.
They are beautiful.
Oh, yeah. This is a great time of the year to visit greenhouses because they're just full of the poinsettia color. What we're doing here is trialing numerous cultivars. We have about 62 cultivars that we get in from various breeders from around the country. We look for several things here. We look for characteristics that make them easy to grow for the growers to produce them. We look for characteristics that make them last longer for the consumer. We do a post-harvest evaluation on them. And we also do a consumer evaluation on them. We have a display set up at TLC in Oklahoma City on Memorial Road with representatives of all the cultivars. And the public is able to come in, choose the cultivars they like, and vote on them. And that gives us a better idea of what the customers like, and we pass that information back to the growers.
Okay. Now, if the viewers wanted to go vote right now, they could do that, couldn't they?
It's all set up and ready to go.
Oh, good. Well, what are some of the varieties that you have here?
Well, we have got one of the most obvious differences in poinsettias, of course, is the color. And so let's talk about that first. We've got your basic reds, and we've got a lot of different kinds of reds here. If people look closely, they'll see that there's some differences in the red. Like here we have an orangey red. This one's called Noble Star. Here we have a darker brick red. Here we have a very light, well, not light, but a medium red, very cherry colored. Also, if people look closely, they'll see some differences in the shape of the bract, the shape of the leaf. The leaf color will differ. And so there's really a lot of variation in the poinsettia. Of course, there's white, which a lot of people decorate up for Christmas. It's a very elegant color. Then we have pink. One of the pinks we have here is an apricot pink. It has a little bit of yellow in it. So those are the basic colors. Then from there we go to the multicolored ones. And one of the ones we have right in front here is called Candy Cane. It's a new one released this year. It's a red with a white fleck on it. We've also got this Monet, which last year in the trialing was voted the most popular cultivar. It is an apricot pink with darker pink flecking on the edge, and it's really a very striking cultivar. Also, we have got, like I said, this apricot here, which if you look closely has little red flecks. And we've got an even paler one, which is more of a peach colored, which also has pink to red flecks. With some of these multicolored ones, every plant is unique. So if you want a unique gift, these are the ones to buy. And let me show you some extreme examples. Like this candy cane here, it's got some red on it, it's got some pink, and then it's got the candy cane pattern. They tend to do that naturally. There's a lot of variation. So if you want something different and unique, every plant is different, sort of like snowflakes.
Right. It's a very beautiful effect.
And then the last one here is a long time one. It's called Jingle Bells, which is red with the white flecks. Besides the different colors, you can get different styles and sizes of plants, and we've got a few of those here today too. So I thought your viewers would like to see them. Yeah. We'll start out with the small ones. These are in a 4-inch pot. This one's called Pet Pride. They're great for the desktop, the tables, the center.
Those are very cute. That's a good way to decorate.
Oh, they're great. They're a lot of fun for offices especially. So that's the lower side. You can get even smaller ones than this, but this is the lowest that we have for display here. The next size up are the typical mid-sized plant here where we have one plant and it's pinched. And so you get several flower clusters, bract clusters. Then from there we go to some of these bigger ones like this apricot one, Starlight Apricot here. The Monet, where we have bigger pot sizes, a bigger plant, much bigger show. The Monet here has 4 plants planted in one pot, and they're not pinched, so the bracts are huge. It's very striking. Some people really like that big display. And then, of course, we have the tree, which is a fun, gardeners have been making tree forms of plants since, for centuries. And, of course, we do that with the poinsettia. You can see the trunk here, and then the big ball, sort of like a big palm tree here at the top. Then the last one we have to cover here is the hanging basket poinsettia. And you can see It doesn't, you don't have to hang it up. In fact, a lot of people use it as a center decoration on a table.
So very nice. Well, John, thank you so much for going over some of the different poinsettias and some of the research that's going on here at OSU.
Well, thank you.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.